Outside of diet, what else can I do with my lifestyle to help my microbiome recover after a course of antibiotics?
Okay, so we talked about the benefits of fiber, a diversity of plants, fermented foods, and prebiotic fiber supplements. But it's not just, and we talked about avoidance of some of those, sort of dysbiosis-inducing things like sugar and saturated fat and alcohol. It's not just about what you eat. Your gut microbiome is more complicated than that, and it's a reflection of the lifestyle that you lead. Actually, it's kind of interesting. In the fiber study that I mentioned earlier, where fiber helped recovery of the microbiome, there was another finding in that study. They found that the mice that were living by themselves were very slow to recover their microbiome, whereas the mice that were cohabitating with other mice, they bounced back much more quickly. That's because we share microbes. Cohabitation, being social, being around other people.
Lots of hugs and lots of kisses.
Without getting yourself into trouble.
Come over here, mate.
But I think recognizing that we are social creatures, also recognizing that our gut microbes, they are alive, much like you and I are. And I can just tell you firsthand, because I've done this, I've worked 36 hours straight, that when you work too many hours straight without a break, you become really bad at your job. Our microbes are better at their job when they're given an opportunity to rest. This is the concept behind fasting. And fasting doesn't need to be this rigorous, crazy, multi-day thing. It can be so simple as, this is what I would recommend. Choose a 10-hour window during the day that works for you.
We don't have to do a 30-day.
No, you don't have to do a 30-day water fast. No. So, but during your day, like apply this simple concept, particularly when you are recovering from antibiotic use. Choose a 10-hour window that you're going to eat. Don't eat outside that 10-hour window. Now, there's a couple of quick caveats to this. The 10-hour window, you should have at least an hour before you start after you wake up. Give your body an hour to wake up. And the second caveat is it shouldn't be within 3 hours of when you sleep. So anywhere within this period of time that you're awake, there's your 10-hour window. Choose it, set it, and then outside that window, no solid food.
So you're syncing up your meal timing with your circadian rhythm.
You're syncing up your meal timing with your circadian rhythm, and you're simultaneously providing a 14-hour time period that your gut microbes are not going to be asked to do work to help you to process and digest food. And during that time, they're actually in a way kind of resetting. It's kind of like if you work in an office, everyone leaves at 5 o'clock, but here comes the cleaning squad. And the cleaning squad's going to spend the time while everyone else is gone to get everything cleaned up, get everything vacuumed and whatnot. And your gut deserves that opportunity to rest and to go through that cleaning cycle.
The 10-hour window is nice as well in that it still allows you from a social perspective to have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, if you want, you could absolutely do that. And it doesn't have to be, like if you want to restrict it to less than 10 hours, that's perfectly fine too. But what I have found is that a 10-hour window is a very accessible, manageable thing for people to do. And this is an easy thing that everyone can add.
This has been incredibly informative. I think it's a very clear protocol for people to follow should they need to take a course of antibiotics to kind of help their gut recover as quickly and best as possible. Is there anything that we haven't touched on that you'd like to add before we land the plane?
Don't forget sleep. Don't forget exercise. Don't forget time outdoors. These are other lifestyle measures that you can add.